training video, we'll work through making changes to Boone Creek Baptist Church. This is the front side of your page, and to get started we will go to login. You'll do that by going to your domain here, just like that, and type in wp-admin. This will take you to a login screen. You will have logins. You already had logins provided. If you need new ones, let us know, but then you just log in and it takes you to the back side of your page. This video will work through these items on the left as they affect your site. The first thing is if you notice something is going on with your site and you see a good step is for troubleshooting is to look to see if there are any updates that could be made. And there are. We're not going to make them now just because it'll take too much time for the video, but what you could do is just click this and update all plugins, and that will, if that doesn't fix the issue, then let us know and then we can help you, but that's just a good first step. We have a process that updates all of these plugins, so these won't be needed to be updated soon, but just if you catch it before we do, that's a good step. Next, we will go to your media. Here is where all of your photos or PDFs or anything like that will be added. You just go here to add new and then drag and drop whatever ones you need there, select them from your computer, and then you can use them on the rest of your site. Then pages. Here is where your page is. Here's your home page. This is where most of your content is. And this is what the back side. So we'll go to your front as well. So here you'll see all of these things on your page. Like there's your slider, which is this part here. And then your About Us. So if you ever need to make or want to make any changes to any of this, maybe you switch times or events that are going on here, this works a lot like a word processor, like Microsoft Word, Google Docs, whatever you use. This works a lot like that. You can bold, you can make bulleted lists. And again, just if you ever need to change any of this text, you just do so. Here, like maybe you want to change this to 6:15. It's just pretty simple. You can align these center, which I wouldn't suggest switching up those because it makes sense how it's here all on this side, but that's up to you. Put that back at 6. And then if you make any changes, you just save it here with this update button. And then your events are pulling the next, however many this is, 8 events from your calendar, which we will get to in a minute. But yeah, if you make any changes, just hit update. If you need to add a section for any reason, you just hit this plus button, and that'll add something in here. This is how it's laid out right now. If you have any major changes, you can message us and we can try to help you out with that. Next, let's go to your menus. So, as I said, you need to hit the update button if you make any changes. It will prompt you if you've made changes and you haven't saved it. I'm going to go ahead and leave because I don't want to accidentally save something I didn't need to save, but that will prompt you and remind you to go save your stuff. So this is your menu, which you can see here. These are all links to those different pages. I don't believe you have a live feed. You don't have a live feed yet. So if you were to want to take this off until you get the live feed set up, you would just go here and then remove. And then whenever you get that live feed set up, then we can help you get that URL on here to get another link there. But you can reorder these, you can make them sub-items. I'm not, again, going to change any of these, but that's how you make these changes. Like this is taking to the Baptist Press, and if you had something else you wanted to add like that, I'm not sure. We could say like the IMB, the mission board. You could go get there. Here's how you would do that. IMB, I think it's .org. Yeah. You could get their URL, go here, paste it. You just copy and paste that, and then you could either type in IMB, or we could do International Mission Board. You can add it to your menu. So that's where it is now. But if you want it to stay informed or something, you could just throw it in any of these places. And then you would need to save the menu. But that's how that would show up on your page. That's how you can make those changes. You don't have a lot of internal pages. It's all on one page. But just to show you how you would do that. So let's say we want to add the calendar, which is already on here, but just like because it's already a page, you just go to pages here, add to menu, and then you can move it again. You can move it around. You can make them sub items, but I'm just going to go ahead and remove those. You probably won't need to make too many changes to the menu, but if you do, that's how you would do those. Again, I'm going to leave that. And the next, I don't think this was the button I wanted to push. Nope. So we'll just go out of here, get back to here. We wanted, nope, widgets. I did it again. Widgets. This is, so here's your header. It has your address, your phone number, your email. This needs a new API code, but these are this is where the widget comes into play. So the header right up here, that is just this. There it is. And we have that, it's a link to your homepage so that you can always get back to the homepage just by clicking that item. The navigation menu is just this here. Before header, here's where all of your contact information is. So if you want to change these, that's where you would do it. And if you make any changes inside, again, at the bottom of each little drop down is this save, and you would just save it there. That's about it on widgets. If you need to make any of those changes. Next, we will go to users. This will show you how to change passwords. I'm not going to do it on this page here, or on that user. But if you needed to add a new user for any reason, you just do so here, add an email address. But if you wanted to change your passwords, this is what your other page looks like as well, your user. It has your email and everything there. To change your password, you would show the current password and just change this to whatever you wanted. That's easier to remember. And then don't make it very weak. Use something stronger. And then this on your page will say update. So you'll go to your Boone admin, change the password here, and then update. So then you can make it something that's easier to remember. If you are adding a user and you want them to be able to make changes, make sure you change them to an administrator in this role whenever you're making a new one. And that pretty much is all you need in this user tab. Here are your events. It's under my calendar. We will go to manage events. So this is just your weekly stuff that's going on. And this is set 200 times. That's like, what, 4 years worth of weeks. And so that's going to repeat 400 times. If you need to add a new event, like here's this Valentine banquet, you just go to add new. Maybe you're having a men's breakfast on a Saturday. We're going to say it's on the 22nd from 8 to 10. It's just a one-time event. It's not recurring. If you wanted this to happen every month, you could do repeats. Your entry is the number of events. A recurrence of 2 means the event will happen 3 times. So maybe you're doing this for 3 months. So you're doing 2 every month by day, because you want on the Saturday. And then you just publish. And then we can go to stay informed calendar. This is February. Oh yes, here. Men's breakfast at 8 a.m. Let's make sure it's on the next month as well. Yep, men's breakfast. So that's just how you make those events. I'm going to delete that event because that's not actually happening. But that is how you add those quickly. And it said on there, delete men's breakfast. So if you have it repeating twice, that means 2 times after the initial. So just keep that in mind when you make those changes. And that pretty much wraps up the changes to your site that you may make. We could do slider evolution, but there won't be a lot of changes on here. This is changing this back here. So if you were to change any of these, say you're changing the background pictures like the church in this slide, you can just, I'm just going to watch this for a second and see what changes on here. So these are individual slides. So if you wanted to change, say this picture, you just click on it, and then now it's down here. The background is right here, main background image, media library, and this is where you would have uploaded, or you can upload now to just a different picture, and that is thrown in there. The ideal picture size is about 1200 pixels. So this one's a little bit grainy because it's a little bit small, so it's stretching it, but it's still a good picture. It still gets the idea across. And then to change, you just hit this green save right here. And that wraps up the changes that you may make on your page. If there's anything not covered in this that you need help with, feel free to email us and we will help you get those changed and either make them for you or teach you how to do them so you can do them the next time.